In the news tonight, devastating fire destroys Mays Private School, displacing over 1,000 students.
I start screaming at them, tell them, all the building, fire, fire, fire.
A Guyanese businessman Nazar Mohammed speaks out on U.S. sanctions has impacted his businesses.
But to say that anyone who associates themselves with the Mohammeds would be sanctioned is ludicrous.
More than 1,000 students, along with 70 teachers, 8 cleaners, 5 guards, and other auxiliary staff have been displaced after a devastating fire completely destroyed Mays Private School in Sobrianville on Wednesday morning. The fire was first spotted in the grade 4 section of the school by an alert student who quickly notified the cleaner, Renata Somerset, and a parent.
Me see the fire when smoke in the center alone again. I run for see the fire no more. So I clear out everybody. I make sure all the switch turn off. Even though not everybody run out on the field, I end up go back into the building, which going to cause my life. I go back into the building. I also see children like from grade 2. I end up busting the classroom door and they were back in the classroom playing. Before they grab everything, I start screaming at them, tell them, all the building, fire, fire, fire. Even when I run downstairs, I end up going in the daycare. I go in the daycare and I make sure all them children come out and turn off them switch too. The last thing I could pick up is my bag. It's only my bag I could pick up. I feel hard because it was something else different. Me know what would have happened to me.
Yeah, because the smoke went coming through the vent in the attic, and I just ran up to make sure my son and we were out. And when I opened his class for us, nobody was there. And then I run and open to see where it's coming from because one of the cleaners says one of the room. And when I go to the room, it wasn't that one. It's still, I think they said it's a grade 4. And I just grabbed the extinguisher, went right there and tried, but it wasn't enough.
The students were swiftly evacuated as the fire spread rapidly, consuming the wooden structure despite efforts by firefighters to contain the flames. School owner David Sugrim, who purchased the institution a year ago and made substantial investments, estimates the losses to be in the billions.
Well, my estimated losses is in the billions, almost $3 to $4 billion we have so far into the school. First thing when we purchased this building, we have invested a lot in the infrastructure. We had to do the electricals, and we did see the school cameras all over, and we have done a lot of investment into the school to make the children comfortable. You know, we're always there for the children, is to make them comfortable. And that's what was our whole investment in. Well, as we're here, as I said from the beginning, we're here for the children and we're not going to let them down. So as soon as possible, we will be up and running again. So we're trying to locate buildings so that we can house the new school. The ministry told us they're going to assist us in getting buildings and so forth so that we could do the grade 5 and the grade 6, but we're looking for a building as early as possible so we can rent. We will try to do some online so that we do not set back the children. We want to make sure they continue learning, as that's what we're striving for, excellence.
Minister of Education Prem Manichan was on the scene offering support to teachers and parents, assuring that the government would fully support the school in its recovery.
Mays schools have contributed significantly to the country, both as an academic level and at in every other way. It's always been a school we can count on to participate in activities. I know they have recently changed ownership. Full support in terms of placing these children, getting the grade 6. We're just a couple of weeks away from grade 6, making sure they are comfortable, they are seated, making sure their CXC children are also provided for. So as I speak, our exams division is currently looking at 2 places to try to make that determination, but they get our full support here. It's very, very sad what happened here.
Home Affairs Minister Robeson Ben confirmed that all the students were safely evacuated.
Too early to see. All we just heard is that the teachers heard about smoke coming from the roof and they evacuated the children and themselves. And the fire service in the meantime was alerted.
The Guyana Fire Service deployed its newest firefighting equipment in an effort to control the blaze, with additional support from Banks DIH and Sheriff's Security Service, which provided 2 fire tenders. Divisional Fire Officer Andrew Older commending firefighters for their swift response, noting that within minutes they were able to contain the fire. However, 2 firefighters were injured in the process and are currently receiving medical attention.
So our first and foremost approach was containment and to prevent fire spread to nearby buildings. I think we managed to do that within half an hour to 45 minutes of firefighting, which was pretty much well done by the firefighters here this morning. At first, we employed an aggressive firefighting mode, an offensive firefighting mode. But as we continued firefighting engagement, we had to reshape that approach to a very defensive one, given that the combustibles in the buildings, both buildings, were quite a lot, and it poses a severe threat to life and limb of my firefighters. And so we employed a defensive mode until we were able to actually get into the building at some point in time to extinguish the fire.
The cause of the fire remains on the investigation. Teachers and parents converge on the playfield discussing their next move. Mays Private School has long been regarded as one of the top private institutions in Georgetown, and its destruction marks a significant loss for the city's education sector.
Extra lime, lemon, and you will agree. Extra lemon and lime, it's the two combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime. Extra. And when we drink it, drink extra. And when we drink it, drink extra. When we drink it, drink extra. Hey, well if you're in the party or line, I don't like it from the first time. When you see the two, they combine. It's a drink and taste, you will never decline. Extra lemon and lime, it's the two combined. Extra lemon and lime. Extra lemon and lime. Taste the citrus in every sip.
From the Army, I go to the police force, spend 5 years service. Then take a break and join Sheriff Security. And so far the experience has been good and I'm enjoying it. I like my work, very dedicated and determined. Very nice company, have a lot of benefits, so I think Sheriff Security is one of the best so far for me, for my experience.
Running late and can't wait to the gate? We got you. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited has introduced a fast and easier way to make payments to your accounts through the GT&T mobile money services. Here's how. Click on the MMG app. Under Services, select Pay Bills. When you are there, look for the Financial Institution option. Once that is done, select Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited to pay your loan or make payments to your savings. Payments to the credit union made easier. GPS CCU, the credit union you can bank on.
For the first time in 9 months, Guyanese businessman Nazar Mohammed has taken to social media to address the U.S. sanctions imposed on him, revealing the significant impact they have had on his business operations in Guyana. Mohammed stated that the claim that the sanctions have not affected him is an understatement, asserting that his entire business has come to a standstill. He also dismissed what he described as misinformation being spread by senior members of the People's Progressive Party regarding visa revocations for individuals associated with the Mohammed family. Explaining his understanding of how the sanctions work, Mohammed emphasized his long-standing ties with the PPP, recalling his close relationship with the late Dr. Chelly Jagan and his efforts to help restore Jagan to power in 1992. He noted that he has remained close to the party throughout the years.
The sanction is about myself and my son and our companies cannot do business with American citizens and American companies. We have been in the oil and gas sector very early, and we have lots of clients from various American companies who had to leave after the sanction respectfully. We were providing great service for them, but they had to leave, which is understandable. But to say that anyone who associates themselves with the Mohammeds would be sanctioned is ludicrous. Nasruddin Mohammed, since after the sanction, people took tens of thousands of pictures with him, and I'm not aware of anyone being sanctioned. The US government wouldn't sanction someone for taking picture with someone. Yeah. They have spoken about lots of people has lost their visas. I'm in this, and I'm totally unaware of that. Daily News and Guyanese Critic, they are two surrogates of the ruling administration. And they put numbers to it. But what I know is that a lot of people lost their visas who are closely connected with the administration. These are not people who are known to us. I don't know them. Azruddin don't know them.
Mohammed also spoke about the difficulties he's currently facing in conducting business in Guyana, hinting that he may take legal action to challenge the sanctions.
I've never experienced a difficulty under no administration. Right? Right now we apply for the cabotage for our vessels to traverse in Guyana waters, and it has been refused. Now the Constitution protects me as a citizen of Guyana. I can do whatever business I want to do in my country. We have, for the past 14 years, about 80,000 acres of mining land. We never had an issue of renewing it yearly, pay all the royalties on it. When I called the commissioner, I wrote him, I called him. He said that, well, he's going to get back to me. Many, many months have now passed, and he hasn't get back to me. So we are contemplating, to maybe go to court on this issue. Or quarry land. After we were given our license, someone applied to do mining, gold mining on this land. Now, this application happened long after we have secured our license. So I don't know, I just don't understand what is going on, Our Cambio license have been taken away without any hearing, without any justification. I don't know. I don't want to say like this is a personal attack.
In a concerning revelation, he also alleged that there might be plans to assassinate his son. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.